guys! So for today's video, I am not wearing any makeup because I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. I can't even believe that I'm making this video right now because I'm pretty sure in the beginning of my channel, almost 3 years ago, I said in one of my videos that I would never upload a makeup tutorial or a routine ever on my channel, and the reason was because I didn't really think that I was great at doing makeup. I like makeup, like I like to wear it and I like to buy it, but I don't think that the techniques that I use to apply it are necessarily right. So I didn't want to be saying that you should do this and then have it be completely wrong, but I thought about it and I think that the point of doing these tutorials and routines is not showing you how to apply these things, but rather just to show you the things that I use in my everyday makeup routine. So I decided to go ahead and do this because I thought that it would be helpful. But I was also really hesitant to make this video because I am kind of self-conscious about my skin. I don't think that I've ever been in my videos without makeup on. I usually am always wearing something on my face or on my eyes. So this is a little bit scary for me, but I hope that it turns out to be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I really hope you guys enjoy the video. So I have already washed my face, and the first thing that I'm gonna start off with is primer. And this is the one that I'm going to be using. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. I did a review on this on my channel a long time ago, probably 2 years ago, and I loved it then and still to this day. I love it, so I would definitely recommend this if you haven't used it or heard of it. It's literally $6 and it just creates the softest, nicest base to put your foundation on, and I think it's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to take like a pump of this on the back of my hand and just apply this all over my face. And I'm looking over here because that's where my screen is, where I can see myself. After I'm done with the priming, I'm going to move on to foundation, and the foundation that I'm going to use is the Covergirl 3-in-1. Now this technically already has a primer in it, so if you wanted to skip the step of priming, you could do that and it would still look really nice, but I just wanted to apply the e.l.f. primer because I think it creates this really nice base to put your foundation on. It just makes your skin really smooth. So I wanted to do that, but technically you don't have to because this already has one in it. But the shade that I'm in is 832. It's called Nude Beige. I'm also going to be applying this with the Real Techniques sponge. This is a really great one. It's basically like the Beauty Blender, just a heck of a lot cheaper. It's pretty much the same thing, and I just don't believe in spending $30 for a sponge. I think that's kind of ridiculous. They pretty much do the same thing. So I just have this dampened a little bit. You don't want these like dripping with water. You want them to just be ever so slightly damp so that it just gives your makeup a really nice look. So I'm gonna take my foundation and just apply this onto the back of my hand. I usually do like 1.5 pumps, and then if I need more, I will put more on the back of my hand. So I just start off by kind of dotting it onto my face. Sponges tend to pick up a lot of product or really soak it up. So I find that if I put this on my finger first and then blend it into my face, that I don't use as much product. So because I can't really see in this screen, I'm gonna take my mirror here, so I'm gonna be looking down, and my hair is in the way, but I'm gonna work with it and just kind of pat this into my face. You don't have to be like so rough with this because I think that the lighter the better. It's amazing how it just kind of blends right in just by you like stippling it on. just gonna use to cover up any spots where I have like some redness peeking through. This foundation is pretty full coverage and you can really build it up to be. Sometimes I get the redness peeking through and like the little acne scars, so I just use whatever I have left to cover that up a second time. After foundation's done, I'm gonna move on to concealer, and this is the one I'm gonna use. It's the Maybelline Master Conceal, and this is in the shade Light. And the thing that I really like about this concealer is that it's good at both covering up dark circles, just brightening up the eye area a little bit, and also covering up any acne scars or acne that you might have. Usually concealers are good at one of those things, but I find that this one really does both of those things pretty well. So I'm just gonna take this is a squeezy tube, and I'm just gonna apply some to my finger, and I'm running out of this, so this is gonna be difficult for me. So just take a little bit of that and put it here under my eyes. I like to go in like kind of a triangular shape just so I can highlight this area down here as well, and then just do the same thing to the other eye. And then just wherever I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, like where the foundation didn't cover enough, and usually that's like on my chin here where I get like a lot of hormonal acne and stress acne. What can you do? So usually to blend my concealer, I don't use the sponge. I just like to use my finger because I think you get more coverage out of it and that it just looks a little bit better. So I'm gonna take my ring finger and just kind of blend that in. And you want to use your ring finger because it's the most delicate of fingers. You don't really apply too much pressure around your eyes when you use this finger, so that's why a lot of people do that, because the eye area is kind of fragile. And then I also, with what's kind of on this finger, bring it up to my eyelid. And I'm not sure if that's like a thing, like if you're actually supposed to do that or not. But I always like to because it just helps to brighten that area up a little bit, and I like my eyes to look brighter. So then just blending in any of the other areas where I put the concealer. For my powder, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. This is in the shade 004 Sandstorm, and I'm going to be applying this with my very large e.l.f. Kabuki brush. And I love this one because it has a lot of bristles, so it doesn't really pick up too much product and just really sets the foundation and the concealer really nicely. So just put some of this on, pat it on, do little circles, whatever you want to do. I don't think you can really apply powder the wrong way. So I just do whatever you gotta do. Just do whatever you have to do to get it on. I don't know the right way to do it. So next step, I'm going to be moving on to liquid eyeliner. And the thing that I wanted to say about liquid eyeliner is that this is probably one of the most unforgiving types of eyeliner that there is. So it does take a little bit of getting used to with using this, but some tips that I have for you if you want to be better at applying it is to have a really light hand. Don't try to press too hard against your lash line, or else it just makes it a lot more difficult. And another thing that you should do is use very short and small strokes. Don't try to draw the line all in one go. Just try to be really like patient and slow with it, because I think it'll just look better if you take your time. And just so you know, the one that I'm going to be using is Revlon Colorstay liquid liner in Blackest Black. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in closer to my eyes so that you can see what I'm doing better, but I'm going to be looking down at my mirror, so hopefully you'll still be able to see what I'm doing. So now that we are really close to one another, I'm going to go ahead and start applying this. because liquid eyeliner kind of gives off like a really harsh looking line, I'm gonna show you in a minute how to fix it up. Just in case you make any mistakes, this is a great way to make it look a little bit neater and just a little bit more subtle rather than having that really harsh black line. So now I'm gonna move on to my other eye and try to make both eyes look the same. I know one of my eyes is shaped differently, so sometimes I have to work with it a little bit more. This eye is always a little bit more difficult for me because my hand literally has to be like this, so I try to do my best, but even though I've been doing this for a while, it's still kind of difficult for me. So it's looking like this one is a little bit more rounded than this eye. This looks a little bit more oval-like, so I'm just gonna try to build up the center of this right here with a little bit more liner. The focus is real. I think that looks decent. So like I said, a great way to fix up any liquid eyeliner that you might have messed up a little bit is to put some eyeshadow over it. So I have this one by NYX. This is just a really dark black eyeshadow. It's called Stripped. And I'm just gonna take an angled eyeliner brush. This is from Essence. I got it from Ulta. It was super cheap. I'm gonna dip this into the the eyeshadow and just go right over that line, and it's gonna, in my opinion, just transform it and make it look completely different. Just wherever it's not looking great, go over it, and it really just, it makes it look a lot more subtle, but also a lot more black and defined. So I think that this is absolutely a necessary step to do when you're applying liquid eyeliner because it just makes it look a lot more finished. So that's gonna be it for the eyeliner now, and now we're gonna move on to mascara, which is the last step. For my mascara, I'm gonna be using the Colossal by Maybelline. This is not the waterproof kind, this is just the regular kind. The regular kind of this actually volumizes and lengthens your lashes 9 times, whereas the waterproof one only does that 7 times. So I like to use this one much better. So I am gonna go ahead and apply this to my lashes. And I like this. This is gonna be like just totally mascara face, I feel like. I'm gonna try to make it look as attractive as I possibly can without like totally weirding you out. And then just get the other side, and I think I'm gonna go back and just do another coat. I don't know how people do this kind of stuff. I really like this mascara because I think that the formula is really good. It really lengthens your lashes and volumizes them without making them look too fake. I have gotten a lot of compliments before from people saying that my lashes just look really natural with the mascara that I use, like they're not fake or anything. So I really like to use this. I've been using it for a long time now, and I probably won't ever use any other mascara because I love it so much. So as for my lips, I don't always apply lipstick. Sometimes for special occasions or when I film videos I will, but usually I always put at least some form of chapstick on. So I'm gonna be using the Baby Lips today by Maybelline. This is the color Pink Punch. It is very pink, but kind of shows up a little bit more sheer on your lips. So guys, that is how I do my makeup pretty much every day. I feel like this video is gonna be kind of lengthy, but the only reason why it seemed like it took me so long to get my makeup done is because I really wanted to explain how I do it and about the different products that I use. So at most, I would say my makeup routine takes me like 10 minutes every morning, which is not bad at all. I think this look is great for beginners or just people who also don't really like to wear too much makeup. So anyway, that's gonna be it for my first makeup tutorial ever on my channel. I hope that it's okay, and I'm sure that if I ever do any more in the future, if I ever do any more in the future, they will probably be a lot better than this one, but hey, this is my first one and I feel like it's not too bad. So I hope you guys like this look. I hope that you learned something from this video and that it was helpful for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and go, but I hope you guys have a great day and I will see you in my next video.